Jeff said that on the first show he ever did with me, and it's always stuck with me. So pretty much, once again, you guys locks didn't work out, but this week this looks like it's a lock situation, but it truly isn't. When I look at this game, you got the Patriots, who are a team that still they're not trying, but the defense is still trying. And Belichick really is not going to go in any game and just embarrass himself. You know what I mean? The Patriots are so bad; they're not even throwing. They're not even tanking games. It's just they're not good. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, this team is not prepared to be an elite team or be prepared to be a playoff team. This team was built to be as bad as they are right now. And when you don't have a great quarterback and you don't have a great system in place for that quarterback, then this is the results that you're going to get. You got a Steelers team that really relies a lot on their defense. And I know a lot of people probably will have it in their mind that, hey, it's Mitch Trubisky who's going to be playing quarterback this week. He was the second pick in the draft. And you know what? He had the greatest month ever for the Bears when he got him into the playoffs a few years back as well, too. Let's keep it real. Before we got Justin Fields to Chicago, Mitchell Trubisky actually delivered one of the best 6 weeks ever for this team. He was getting 400 yards each game, and it was an absolute fun thing to watch when you saw Trubisky going off with that Nagy offense and all that stuff, and pretty much didn't save his job or anything like that. But at the end of the day, it gave everybody an idea. You know what? If the guy can get it going, he could be a pretty serviceable quarterback. So this is going to be a tough game, though, in all senses of the word, because he just hasn't been good with the Steelers. Okay. And every time they throw him in the game, it seems like it's more of a liability than anything. But you know what? They're coming off of 3 days, so that should be helpful as well, too. But you know what? The way that the Patriots played Sunday had a lot to be desired. They really did play pretty good for a game that you pretty much knew were going to lose, but they only lost 6-0. They only gave 6 points on Sunday. And you got a Steelers team that has a real anemic offense. That Chargers team has a really good offense. It's a big difference when it comes down to those two. So what I'm going to do here, Jeff, I'm going to go ahead and take the +6 on the Pats right now, because I just know that Belichick likes beating Tomlin. I'm not saying the Pats win the game, but they're going to make this game a lot closer than what it truly looks like on paper, because it's so close to Sunday. You know what I mean? So, you guys got to understand, man, we 50-50 in any of these Thursday night football games for the rest of the season. They're only playing off of 3 days of rest, dude. So you're going to have to see what team got beat up the most on Sunday. That's what pretty much finds your winner for this game. And I think that the Steelers got beat up a little bit more than the Patriots did, because the Patriots had enough 3-and-outs to say, okay, you know what? Take the ball back, man. We ain't doing nothing with this right now. So it is what it is. I'm taking the Pats +6. And who are you on, Jeff? And who do you have winning this game?
The Patriots set a record that went way, way, way back, I think, to the Chicago Bears of a million years ago. They have allowed 10 or less in 3 of their last 4 games, and they're 0-3. It's an offense that I think, Pop, if we went down to Gillette and just put in a few days' work, might be able to get more separation than the team that they're fielding. I initially was going to follow your lead and take the Pats here, because I don't think either offense is going to have a good time. I mean, as you said, the Steelers got upset by Kyler Murray, and that game wasn't even close. They did have 2 weather delays there, as the rain and the thunder and lightning was awful there. But my point is, there is absolutely zero threat from this Patriots offense. The defense has played great, as you said. They're not allowing a lot of points. But teams now put together a game plan almost like Michigan and Iowa did on Saturday night. Michigan knew Iowa wasn't going to score. So as soon as they got their first touchdown, that game was over. It was a wrap. I mean, it was 10-0 late in the third quarter there. So my point here is, it's a short week. They have announced Bailey Zappi as a starter. Malik Cunningham is back on the practice squad. He'll be activated. He'll be the number two. The emergency quarterback will be Mac Jones. It doesn't matter. I bought the hook. I took the Steelers to 5.5. The initial over under was 32.5 with a 4.5. It's now 6 with a 30. This has got 17-13 written all over it. I'm hoping that the Pats score 10 or less, which they're doing quite frequently right now. So give me the Steelers, give me Tomlin, and kind of a must win. They can't get to 7-6 and get back into that wild card mix. They got a leg up. They got to keep it up. So give me the Steelers minus 5.5, minus the 120 pops.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. And you know what? Real quick, just to end on that point, you know what? I just trust Zeke a little bit this week. Zeke always tears up the Steelers, man, and he seems like he's coming into form as well too. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it shakes out. But we have the Bucks at the Falcons, 5-7 Falcon. I mean 5-7 Bucks. Falcons are 6-6. We got a team that's -2.5 at this point as well too. So pretty much with that, we have a very good. I would say this is a good game because it has